You may be seated. You have just been saluted by the Legion 6. If you don't understand the commands, that's perfectly logical. All the commands were given to the Legion in Latin, all the way from Hadrian's Wall in Britannia, all the way out here to Hadrian's Gate in the Provincia, Arabia. We will now take a few moments to explain to you what it is a Roman legionnaire would carry with him into battle. You heard the command pila as in pilum, the infamous Roman throwing javelin made out of wood and steel. As you can see, it has a bullet point which is armoured piercing, and a shaft made out of tempered steel. Upon impact with the enemy's armour or shield, the pila would penetrate. What you see now is not a dance. The men are showing you how flexible the armour they are wearing is. The legionnaire would wear his lorica segmentata all day and all night in the enemy's territory. He would only take it off to sleep. Scooter, the Roman shield. You would think a legionnaire would cower and hide behind. But no, he would use it as a weapon. With the silver centre point in the middle made out of steel, the legionnaire would punch the air out of his enemy. If that didn't work, he'd hit him with the top edge on the chin, or with the bottom edge on the shins. Gladius. Any self-respected Roman legionnaire would carry a gladius which was made in Spain. The reason it was Spanish, not Roman, is because the Spaniards had better steel technology than the Romans did. You might be wondering what is the use of a small penknife like this. We will show you.
What's this?
As you just saw, the legionnaire would not lose his time with his enemy. There would be no fencing, no fancy footwork. He would just hit the enemy with the scooter, then stab him with the gladius, in the face, under the arm, in the thigh, anywhere to put the enemy off balance. Finish off, easy as pie.
What's this?
The standard or vexillum is the most important thing to the Legion. As you can see, it has the name of the Legion, Legion 6, the picture of a bull, and the letter F. F will keep as a secret till later, but the bull means that we were established by Julius Caesar in 52 BC in Gaul. The question now is, will they or will they not? The only people have to worry now are those who use their mobile phone. You heard the command anti-equus, as in anti-cavalry. Should the Legion come upon enemy cavalry, this is the formation they would make. The reason is any horse in its right mind would think twice before it charges all these colours and shiny bits. But if the enemy cavalryman could convince his horse to get any closer, this is what would happen next. We just feel sorry for the horses. A Roman legionnaire would have to serve for 25 years. After the 25 years, he would get a pension in the form of a purse of gold or a plot of land that he could farm. During the 25 years of service, he would have to train for 4 hours in the morning and 4 hours in the afternoon, every single day. He had no day off. want you all to try to imagine for a moment that you are a horde of barbarians. Easy? Now, would you throw yourselves into a wall of 5,000 swords and shields? I think not. So this was an early example of psychological warfare, where the Legion would try to scare their enemy into running away without a battle. As I said, the Legionnaire had to serve for 25 years, so he was not interested in dying on some godforsaken battlefield, far away from home that no one's ever heard of. He would be looking forward to his pension.
What's this? Hey!
The worst thing that could happen to a Roman legion was to fight another Roman legion. The reason is they use the same tactics, same commands, same drills and weapons, and rather often the legionnaire would be fighting someone he knew, or at least served with at one point or another. You will see. So the Civil War was quite a common issue in Roman history. In our case, Legion 6, we fought on the side of Julius Caesar against Pompey, and as usual, we won.
What's this?
The Legion would consist of 5,000 men. On the battlefield, they would line up in battle lines, which were 9 men deep. Each legionnaire was only expected to fight for 8 minutes. After that, he could fall back, and his colleague would take his place. In the meantime, he could go to the rear, have something to drink, bite to eat, get his wounds tended to, and get back in line before it's his turn again. What you will see now is an accelerated version of how that happens on the battlefield. So fighting a Roman legion was like fighting a fresh army every 8 minutes. They would just keep coming on. The enemy would get tired and fed up of fighting, but the legion would be continuously recreating itself every 8 minutes.
What's this? Hey! Wait, hey!
The famous testudo, as in tortoise, was used against enemy strongholds or fortifications, or whenever the enemy threw missiles at the legion. The gentleman who just came through as an engineer, he would set fire to the fortress doors, undermine the walls with large crowbars, or dig tunnels under the walls of the fortresses to gain access to the enemy stronghold, all the time protected by his colleagues, who would not falter or fall back, no matter what the enemy threw at them. As I said earlier, the standard is the most important thing to the Legion. So should any threat or danger come upon their standard, this is the formation they would make. It's called the orbum as in orbit. The men would stand and fight in this formation, to the last man defending the standard, or they could simply move to safety on the battlefield as they are. But I'll tell you a little secret. Not only is the loyalty of the Legionnaires the reason they defend the standard so vigorously, but the guy carrying it, he's the paymaster, carrying all their money and all their wills. So that's even a better reason to defend it.
What's this? Salutate! Tukunde! Hey! Otoga! Wait! Hey! Hey! Sende! Sende!
The advantage of being a centurion is that he gets paid twice, or 3 times more than the men do. The disadvantage is he had to lead in front of the battlefield, so if anyone was expected to drop dead first, it'd be him. The formation you just saw is called the cunium or the wedge. We would use it whenever we met an enemy organized as ourselves. We would cross the battlefield in battle lines, and at any point of the first line we would shake the cunium, penetrate the enemy's lines, and open the way for our cavalry to come through and finish them off.
Salutate! Tukunde! Hey!
And now, if you listen carefully, you might just be able to hear what the letter F on the vexillum stands for.
Adios! Stringete!
What they just said was Ferrata, a nickname given to us by Julius Caesar for bravery on the battlefield, which literally means the iron sides, or ironclads. Ladies and gentlemen, a hand for the Legion 6 Ferrata.
Salutate! Hey! Otoga! Wait! Hey!
And out of the dungeons and prisons of Jerusalem, we dragged out the lowest of the low, the worst of the worst, the scum of the earth, the Jurassic gladiators. Those who are about to die salute you. But I'll tell you something, whenever any gladiator presents himself, you better applaud him, because they're known to come up. I'm the first gladiator. He's on the ground and begging for your mercy. It's your choice if you want him to live or die. I'll give you the signs right. If you want him to live, thumbs up, he walks. If you want him to die, it was thumbs horizontal, never thumbs down. The reason is the killing blow would usually come by a dagger, a pugio, through the jugular into the spine, which we'd call the soldier's death. So now you know the signs. Do you want him to live? died. A friendly option. Actually, it was good for us for business for the gladiators to live. They were slaves, criminals, prisoners of war, used to be taken to gladiator schools. They were very expensive to feed and to train. Also, we need some for the next show. And the next gladiator. Okay. The gladiators were led by the Lannister, which means the gladiator teacher. He would buy them, train them, and profit from their death. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jurassic gladiators. Give them a last handful. Those of you from the old world, I would say Formula One. Those of you from the new world, I would say NASCAR. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest spectator sport through human history was Roman chariot racing. You might say now football, basketball, or whatever you say, but actually it was this. I'll give you a little example. This hippodrome was the smallest hippodrome in the Roman Empire. It seated about 15,000 spectators then. Unlike Circus Maximus in Rome, which seated about 157,000 people, unfortunately now it's no more than a large patch of grass. So we would say here in Gerasa, 15,000, that's not a lot compared to nowadays. But when we compare it to the population of the city then, which was 30,000 people, that meant half the population of the city would come and watch the races. Since the Romans were not Christians then, the races were not only held on Sundays, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, they were every single day of the week, as long as there was someone to sponsor them. Just like Pepsi-Cola and Coca-Cola nowadays, the Roman governor, emperor, rich businessman or senator would hold their own shows to gain the popularity of the people. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the famous Roman saying, bread and circuses. Well, it means feed the people, entertain them, shut them up, keep them away from politics, and I don't think anything has changed today. Ladies and gentlemen, you have sat where the Romans sat. You have seen what the Romans saw. I hope you didn't find me too long-winded. I hope you walk away from here saying, I didn't know that, and I hope you enjoyed our show, The Roman Army in Chat Experience. Thank you all for coming. Now those of you who think you are brave enough, you're welcome to come down. Have your pictures taken with the legionnaires, charioteers or gladiators. But please do not ask anyone for their weapons. They're not allowed to give them to you. Thank you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're done. Thank you guys. So if you want to get some photos for these guys and then we will walk back again to the bus.
Watch your steps.
أسعد الله مساءكم بكل خير ومحبة. معكم معتصم شربش من قناة جرش كوليكشن. أصدقائي أحباب، هذا بث مباشر من منطقة الميدان في مدينة جرش الأثرية لعرض الجيش الروماني والعربات والخيول قديما. بتمنى تكونوا استمتعتوا، وأسعد الله مساءكم مرة ثانية. الآن انتهى البث أصدقائي أحبابي، أتمنى تكونوا استمتعتوا بمنطقة الميدان في مدينة جرة شبعان.